Atlanta is shaking tonight after the most explosive betrayal of the year just hit the blogs, and this time, it's Kirk Frost right back in the middle of the fire. According to shocking new receipts, Kirk was allegedly caught in a secret meeting with Jasmine Washington, the woman whose name still haunts his marriage to Rasheeda. The whispers alone were enough to send the city into chaos. But when Rasheeda went live after hearing the news, fans say she completely broke down on camera, sobbing, screaming, and begging for answers in real time. The footage is gut-wrenching, the betrayal undeniable, and the internet is ripping Kirk to shreds all over again. After years of lies, DNA scandals, and public humiliation, could this be the final straw that pushes Rasheeda to walk away for good? One thing is clear, the Frost empire is crumbling, and this time, the receipts can't be ignored. When it comes to scandals in love and hip-hop, Atlanta. There's one couple who always seems to find themselves back in the spotlight. Kirk and Rasheeda Frost, no matter how many times they claim to have moved on, no matter how many speeches they give about loyalty and forgiveness, the past has a way of clawing its way back, and Jasmine Washington's name is always at the center of the storm. The Frost marriage has been tested more times than fans can count. From Kirk's infamous cheating scandals to the bombshell revelation about his child with Jasmine. Viewers have watched Rasheeda fight for her family while Kirk seemed to drag her through endless humiliation. For years, fans begged her to leave. For years, Rasheeda defended her decision to stay. But with every new rumor, every leaked receipt, that decision became harder to justify. And now, the betrayal is back and nastier than ever. According to multiple sources and one particularly damning set of receipts, Kirk allegedly met up with Jasmine in secret just days ago. The meeting wasn't a casual run-in, wasn't a quick hello in public. No, insiders say it was deliberate, planned, and completely hidden from Rasheeda. When the photos leaked, fans didn't just gasp. They roared. It was like déjà vu, the nightmare from years ago repeating itself in real time. Let's rewind. Jasmine Washington first made headlines years ago when she revealed she had a child with Kirk. That revelation sent shockwaves across the love and hip-hop universe. The storyline dominated seasons, painted Rasheeda as the long-suffering wife, and turned Jasmine into one of the most polarizing figures in franchise history. Some fans dragged her as a homewrecker. Others defended her as a woman who had been lied to. Either way, she was unforgettable. Eventually, the drama cooled down. Kirk admitted to his mistakes. Jasmine faded from the spotlight, and Rasheeda tried to rebuild. Fans thought the Frosts were finally in a stable place. They opened Frost Bistro, showed off their blended family, and presented an image of a couple who had weathered the storm. But behind the curated Instagram posts, the wounds never truly healed. And when whispers of Kirk reconnecting with Jasmine surfaced, the internet knew it was only a matter of time before everything blew up again. The secret meeting was first spotted by an anonymous fan who allegedly snapped photos of Kirk and Jasmine together at a restaurant on the outskirts of Atlanta. The pictures, grainy but damning, showed Kirk leaning in close, Jasmine smiling, and the two looking far too comfortable for a pair who were supposedly done with each other. The photos spread across blogs like wildfire. Within hours, headlines screamed, "Kirk Frost back with Jasmine." History repeats itself in a TL. But the real bomb dropped when Rasheeda went live. Fans say she was visibly shaking, her voice cracking as she addressed the rumors in real time. She admitted she had seen the photos, admitted she had heard the whispers, and as the comments poured in, thousands of fans flooding her live, she broke down sobbing. "I can't believe I'm here again," she cried, covering her face. "After everything I forgave, after everything I stood by, this is what I get back." Her meltdown spread faster than the photos themselves. Clips of Rasheeda crying trended across Twitter. TikTok edits with sad music racked up millions of views. And fans rallied behind her with hashtags like #StandWithRasheeda and #FrostFailAgain. Even celebrities chimed in, with one star tweeting, "Sis deserves better. This man embarrassing her in 4K again." The background is what makes this new scandal so explosive. Rasheeda has spent years defending her choice to stay with Kirk. She's told fans countless times that marriage is about weathering storms, about forgiveness, about not letting the world dictate her happiness. But now, with fresh receipts suggesting Kirk is back in Jasmine's orbit, that defense looks shakier than ever. Insiders say Rasheeda is devastated, not just because of the betrayal itself, but because of how public it's become. Again, she cried because she knows she's reliving the same nightmare in front of the whole world, one source claimed. And this time, she doesn't know if she can spin it. The stage is set. Kirk looking shady, Jasmine back in the picture, and Rasheeda broken down on live, sobbing as fans beg her to finally walk away. Because if history really is repeating itself, then Atlanta is about to witness the Frost Empire crumble all over again. Only this time, it might not recover. The grainy photos of Kirk and Jasmine sitting in that dimly lit restaurant had already thrown Atlanta into chaos. But the situation went nuclear once the blogs began dissecting every detail. Fans zoomed in on Kirk's body language, Jasmine's smirk, the way Kirk leaned in close like it wasn't their first conversation. To some, it looked like two old flames reconnecting. To others, it was the ultimate act of betrayal. Kirk revisiting the very woman who nearly ended his marriage. The major conflict began when Rasheeda's live meltdown spread across Instagram and TikTok. Clips of her crying, makeup streaking, her voice breaking became the centerpiece of the scandal. One fan edited her tearful live into a montage alongside the leaked photos of Kirk and Jasmine, captioned, "How many times does she have to suffer before she leaves?" The video went viral overnight, racking up millions of views. The cast of Love and Hip Hop ATL didn't stay quiet either. Carly Red, who's never met a messy storyline she didn't love, chimed in on her own live. "Chili, you don't just meet your ex in secret unless there's something still there. Kirk need to stop playing games with Rasheeda." Bambi added fuel with a cryptic tweet. "When you forgive too much, they think they can do it again." Even Spice, who always delivers her shade raw, commented under a blog post, "Same man, same story, different year." But the first twist came when yet another set of receipts dropped. This time, it wasn't just photos. It was video. A fan who had been at the same restaurant posted a shaky clip to Twitter. The footage captured from across the room clearly showed Kirk and Jasmine sitting in a booth together. The sound wasn't perfect, but one part was audible. Kirk leaning forward and saying, "I just need to make sure you're good." Jasmine nodded, smiling before reaching across the table to touch his hand. The internet exploded. Fans filled the comments with shock and rage. WHY, is he making sure Jasmine good? What about Rasheeda? Not the hand touch. I'm screaming. Memes flooded timelines. One showing Rasheeda's crying face photoshopped next to Jasmine's smirk with the caption, "ATL's longest running drama." Rasheeda, already fragile from her live breakdown, reportedly saw the video and collapsed. Again, according to insiders, she called producers, screaming into the phone, "Y'all destroying my marriage on camera again. Why do y'all keep letting Jasmine around?" But producers weren't letting this one go. As one insider put it, "This storyline is gold. There's no way they're cutting it." The fallout behind the scenes was intense. Kirk allegedly tried to spin the story to Rasheeda, telling her the meeting was innocent, that he was only checking in on Jasmine because of their shared history. But Rasheeda wasn't buying it. She reportedly told him through tears, "How many times do you expect me to swallow this? You humiliate me over and over, and then I'm the one left crying on live while you smile in Jasmine's face." The internet, meanwhile, took sides. Some fans defended Rasheeda fiercely, telling her to finally leave him. Others dragged her, saying she had set the pattern by forgiving him before. One viral tweet read, Rasheeda had been standing by her man through humiliation for years. Now she's shocked he back in Jasmine's face. Sis, enough. Another countered. Stop blaming Rasheeda. Blame Kirk for not respecting his wife. And then came the curveball nobody expected. Jasmine herself. Instead of staying silent, she went on Instagram and posted a cryptic caption under a new selfie. Funny how the truth always comes out sooner or later. #UNBOTHERED. The timing sent fans into overdrive. Was she admitting the meeting happened? Was she hinting at more? Or was she just trolling Rasheeda and Kirk's crumbling marriage? Carly Red wasted no time stirring the pot further, commenting under Jasmine's post with 3 popcorn emojis. Spice replied with a snake emoji. The comments section turned into a war zone, with fans begging Jasmine to spill more tea. The cliffhanger of this chapter was clear. Kirk claimed innocence. Rasheeda was in pieces. Jasmine was smirking and hinting. And the blogs had video proof that Kirk wasn't telling the full story. If this was just one secret meeting, fans couldn't help but wonder how many more had there been. Worse, was Jasmine about to drop her own receipts to prove Kirk was back in her life for real? Because if Rasheeda thought the first betrayal broke her, this second round looked like it was about to destroy her completely. The scandal was already tearing Atlanta apart. But Jasmine wasn't done playing her hand. After the blurry photos, the damning video, and Rasheeda's tearful live, fans expected Jasmine to stay coy and let the drama simmer. But instead, she did what only Jasmine could do. She poured gasoline on the fire. The escalation came when Jasmine dropped a bombshell. Instagram story. A screenshot of a text conversation. The sender's name was blurred, but fans immediately recognized Kirk's number, matching it to old leaks from years past. The message read, "Meet me at the usual spot. Don't tell nobody. I just need to see you." Jasmine captioned it with a sly smirk emoji. The internet detonated. Twitter threads went wild. Not the usual spot. Another fan wrote, Kirk learned nothing. Nothing. Memes spread instantly, showing Rasheeda crying with captions like, "When you forgive once, but history repeats." Kirk's defense crumbled. When pressed by producers, he insisted the text was old and taken out of context. But the damage was done. Blogs plastered screenshots across timelines, branding Kirk as Atlanta's most predictable cheater. One viral headline read, "Kirk's texts to Jasmine resurface. The frost cycle never ends." Rasheeda saw the screenshot mid-filming and reportedly went nuclear. According to crew members, she screamed at Kirk, "You think I'm dumb? You think I don't know your number when I see it?" She ripped off her mic, stormed out of the scene, and moments later went live again, this time angrier than ever. On her live, Rasheeda's voice was shaking, her eyes red, but her words were sharp as knives. "I've been humiliated by this man for years. I gave him chance after chance. Kay's still out here sneaking around with the same woman who broke my heart the first time. How much more can I take?" Thousands of fans flooded the comments with messages of support. "Leave him, sis. We ride with you, Rasheeda." But others dragged her. "Girl, he been doing this. Why are you shocked now?" The shocking reveal came later that night when Jasmine doubled down yet again, posting a photo of herself at a dimly lit restaurant, the same spot from the leaked video, with the caption, "History has a funny way of repeating itself." She didn't tag Kirk, didn't mention him, but fans didn't need more. The implication was obvious. The blogs devoured it. The Shade Room reposted her photo with the headline, "Jasmine hints at ongoing link with Kirk Frost." The comments section was savage. Rasheeda crying on live while Jasmine smirking in selfies. "This is evil. Kirk is the problem." Jasmine just reminding y'all, the cast reactions only added fuel. Carly Red, ever the instigator, posted a TikTok, mouthing the words, "The truth always comes out." Spice shook her head in an interview. "Me, Sayant, believe this woman crying on camera again." Kirk embarrassing Rasheeda AGAIN, and Jasmine just laughing. Lord, the cycle too messy. Even Bambi chimed in with a cryptic tweet. Sometimes, the enemy ain't outside your house. It's who you keep letting back in. Meanwhile, Kirk's attempts to clean up the mess only made things worse. He posted a long-winded Instagram caption about family forgiveness. And not letting negativity destroy what we built, but fans tore him apart in the comments. Negativity didn't destroy your family. You did. Delete this and go. Beg Rasheeda in private. The tension reached boiling point when a second alleged text thread leaked, this time showing Kirk telling Jasmine, "Nobody gotta know. We just need to talk." Don't post nothing. Jasmine didn't confirm or deny the leak. But she reposted a shady meme that read, "Funny how men want to keep you a secret but can't keep away from you." Fans lost it. This girl is bold as hell. The cliffhanger left fans desperate for answers. Is Kirk really back in Jasmine's arms? Was Jasmine trolling for clout? Or dropping real receipts piece by piece? And could Rasheeda survive yet another round of public humiliation? Because if these receipts were real, Rasheeda wasn't just dealing with dicey vu. She was living through the same nightmare all over again, but this time, the world wasn't sure she'd forgive Kirk again. The storm around Kirk, Rasheeda, and Jasmine was already spiraling. But what came next turned the scandal into an all-out war. After the first photos, the blurry video, and Jasmine's cryptic posts, fans thought they had seen it all. But Jasmine wasn't finished. He was about to drop something that would make the whole city question Kirk all over again. The escalation started when Jasmine posted a close-up picture of a valet ticket on her Instagram story. The ticket was dated the same night of the leaked meeting, stamped with the initials KF, and the lounge's name in bold print. She captioned it, "Funny how receipts never lie." Within minutes, blogs screenshotted it and blasted. Headlines, "Jasmine drops hard proof of late-night rendezvous." Fans erupted online. One tweet with 50,000 likes read, "Not the valet stub. It's really keeping the evidence like a detective." Another said, "Kirk Frost needs to retire from cheating at this point. He too sloppy." When Rasheeda saw the valet ticket, insiders say she broke down again, this time in anger rather than sorrow. She allegedly told producers, "If one more thing drops, I'm calling a lawyer. This marriage is on its last leg." Mama Rasheeda, who had kept quiet until now, stepped into the picture, telling her daughter on camera, "Baby, he embarrassed you too many times." How many more times you want to cry in front of the world? But the twist that made fans lose their minds was a voice note Jasmine teased next. She posted the audio waveform on her story with the caption, "Should I press play?" Just 3 seconds played. A man's voice, unmistakably Kirk's, saying, "Don't post anything." You know how Rasheeda gets? The internet detonated. Blogs ran with the headline, "Kirk's voice allegedly leaked in secret audio." Fans screamed in the comments, "He literally said her name." At this point, he humiliating Rasheeda on purpose. Kirk scrambled to defend, himself calling the audio fake and edited, but the damage was already done. The cast didn't hold back either. Spice smirked in an interview. "Me can't believe him still getting caught like this. Rasheeda deserve peace." Carly Red posted 3 popcorn emojis under a blog repost. Even Bambi chimed in with, "When you keep forgiving, they keep repeating." Rasheeda's pain was on full display. She went live again, her voice trembling but fierce this time. "I'm tired of being humiliated. I'm tired of being made into a fool. This is not love anymore. This is torment." Thousands of fans flooded the comments with #stand with RASHEEDA, begging her to walk away. And just when the tension peaked, another bomb dropped. A flower delivery receipt surfaced on a gossip blog. The note attached read, "Keep smiling. K, the recipient. J, Washington." The date, the same day as the meeting, the timeline collapsed under the weight of the receipts. Fans were connecting dots: valet, stub, voice note, flowers. And the picture they painted was undeniable. One viral tweet said, "At this point, Jasmine doesn't even need to talk. The receipts are speaking louder than words." The cliffhanger left jaws on the floor. Jasmine was smirking, Rasheeda was threatening divorce, Kirk was cornered, and Mama Rasheeda was ready to step in and shut it all down. Producers teased the next episode with a black screen and one chilling line. Jasmine claims this wasn't the only meeting. If that was true, then the Frost marriage wasn't just crumbling, it was finished. The receipts had already painted the ugliest picture possible: a valet stub, a voice note whispering Rasheeda's name, and flowers sent to Jasmine on the same day of the secret meeting. But the real aftershock hit when the public and the industry weighed in. Overnight, this wasn't just a messy marriage crisis, it became a full-blown cultural moment. With everyone from fans to celebrities dragging Kirk Frost into the dirt, Twitter was merciless. One viral post with 200,000 likes read, "Kirk is the most consistent man alive, consistently embarrassing Rasheeda." Another blew up even faster. "Flowers, voice notes, valet stubs, this ain't cheating. This is a PowerPoint presentation of betrayal." Memes dominated the timeline. One showed Kirk holding a bouquet of roses with the caption, "Rasheeda's Tears, sponsored by 1 to 800 flowers." Another edited his face onto the Scooby-Doo villain reveal meme, with Jasmine pulling off his mask. Fans laughed, but behind the jokes, there was real anger for what Rasheeda had been put through again. Instagram wasn't kinder. The Shade Room reposted Rasheeda's tearful live and the alleged voice note captioning it. Rasheeda breaks down as new receipts of Kirk and Jasmine surface. The comments were a storm. "Sis, please leave. How many times can one woman be humiliated?" Even celebrities joined in. Tamar Braxton dropped, "At this point, Rasheeda deserves peace more than anything." Cardi B simply commented with the coffin emoji, and the internet lost it. On TikTok, creators dramatized the scandal, reenacting the valet stub discovery and Rasheeda's sobbing live. One viral skit showed a fake Kirk whispering, "Don't post anything," while a mock Rasheeda burst into tears in the background. The soundbite of Kirk's alleged line, "Don't post anything. You know how Rasheeda gets," became a trending audio used in thousands of videos about shady relationships. Within 48 hours, it had become one of the top trending sounds globally. The celebrity reactions hit just as hard. Spice went live, shaking her head. "Me tell on you before. D-man not change. Me say on, watch this woman cry again." Carly Red posted a smirking selfie with the caption, "History repeats itself in ATL." Erica Mena shaded Kirk directly on her story. "Once a cheater, always a cheater. End of story." Even 50 Cent chimed in on Instagram with a meme of Rasheeda crying and Kirk smirking, captioned, "Damn, he just won't stop." The industry reaction was brutal. Frost Bistro, Kirk and Rasheeda's joint restaurant, was flooded with bad reviews overnight. Angry fans left 1-star ratings with comments like, "Food cold, husband colder. Don't eat here unless you want betrayal with your meal." Others organized a boycott on Twitter under the hashtag boycott Frost Bistro, which trended for hours. Meanwhile, insiders whispered that Kirk's brand deals were in jeopardy. One promoter allegedly pulled out of a scheduled event, claiming, "We don't want that kind of negative press attached to our show." Another source leaked that VH1 producers were gleefully pushing this storyline to the forefront of the upcoming reunion, calling it ratings gold. Fans rallied behind Rasheeda, flooding her comments with encouragement. "You're strong, sis. Don't let him break you again. Leave him and glow up like you always should have." But others criticized her, pointing out the cycle. "We love Rasheeda, but how many times will she let this man play her on national TV? This is painful to watch, but predictable." The clash of opinions only fueled the fire. Was Rasheeda a victim of Kirk's never-ending betrayal, or complicit for staying through so many scandals? The debate was everywhere. One Twitter thread summed it up perfectly. Rasheeda is strong, but forgiveness is being weaponized against her. Kirk knows she won't leave, and that's why he keeps humiliating her. The thread racked up 100K retweets. The cliffhanger was vicious. Jasmine hinted in yet another cryptic post. Funny how one meeting turns into two, and then three. But y'all not ready for that tea? Fans froze. If she had more receipts, if this wasn't just one night but multiple meetings, then the scandal wasn't just a single mistake. It was a full-blown affair rekindled. The entire city was buzzing. The internet was melting down. And Rasheeda was facing the ultimate question. Does she finally walk away? Or does she stay and let Kirk drag her through the mud again? Because with Jasmine teasing even more meetings and Rasheeda's dignity hanging by a thread, the reunion stage isn't just going to be a fight. It's going to be Rasheeda's judgment day, just when the scandal had reached its boiling point. Jasmine decided to light the final match, and what she dropped next shook Atlanta to its core, for days. Fans had speculated that her cryptic critique, caption one meeting turns into two. And then three wasn't just trolling. And late one night, she confirmed it. Jasmine posted a carousel on Instagram, 3 blurry but unmistakable selfies, each taken in different outfits, each with the same blurred-out companion sitting across the table. The shape of his chain, the outline of his glasses, the watch on. His wrist fans zoomed in and declared it all matched Kirk Frost, but the third slide was the dagger. A hotel keycard placed on a nightstand, time-stamped with the same weekend as the secret meeting. The caption, "I'll still think it was just dinner?" Hashtag more to come. The internet erupted. Twitter went into flames. Not the hotel key. Rasheeda crying while he at the Marriott. Memes spread instantly. Kirk's face photoshopped onto a Holiday Inn ambassador. Rasheeda edited into dramatic movie crying scenes. Jasmine smirking like a Bond villain. The narrative shifted from speculation to certainty. This wasn't just a one-off. This looked like a pattern. Rasheeda saw the post in real time, and insiders say she nearly collapsed. Unlike her earlier lives where she wept and vented, this time she went silent. Minutes later, Mama Rasheeda appeared on her own Instagram, delivering what fans called the death blow. She looked directly into the camera and said, "I told my daughter years ago that enough was enough. This man has dragged her name through the dirt, and now he wants to do it again. Baby, you don't need to cry anymore. You need to walk." Fans cheered in the comments. Mama Rasheeda said, "Period. It's over." Mama spoke. Meanwhile, Kirk scrambled to respond. In a desperate confessional for producers, he shouted, "Those pictures could be anybody. That hotel key don't prove nothing. Jasmine just trying to destroy me again." But fans weren't buying it. The valet stub, the flowers, the audio, the selfies, and now the hotel key. The puzzle was complete. Kirk's denials sounded hollow, and the cast wasn't holding back. Carly Red cackled on live. "Didn't I tell y'all?" History repeats itself. Jasmine ain't never done with Kirk. Spice rolled her eyes in an interview. "This poor woman Rasheeda, me sayant, watch her go through this again. Me hope she done for good." Even Bambi shaded him on Twitter. "Whole clown show, can't even cheat with creativity anymore." The fallout was immediate. Frost Bistro's Yelp page was bombarded with more one-star reviews with comments like, "Don't eat here unless you want to be served betrayal." Hashtags like #DivorceKirk and #free RASHEEDA trended for hours. Fans even started a change.org petition titled "Let Rasheeda Go," which hit 50,000 signatures overnight. And then came the ultimate gut punch. Insiders leaked that Rasheeda had spoken to a divorce lawyer. Producers, of course, were salivating. teasing fans with cryptic promo clips of Rasheeda in full glam, saying, "Sometimes you don't just break down, times you break free." The cliffhanger of this season couldn't be louder. Jasmine hinted she had even more texts, voice notes, maybe even video from that hotel night. Kirk was unraveling, denying everything while looking guiltier by the second. Mama Rasheeda was demanding action, not tears. And Rasheeda herself, for the first time, she wasn't crying. She was silent, calculating. Ready? Fans are now left hanging on one terrifying question. Will Rasheeda finally sign the papers and walk away from Kirk for good? Or will the cycle repeat itself yet again on the reunion stage? One thing is certain. With Jasmine still holding receipts and Rasheeda's heart broken all over again, Atlanta isn't just watching a marriage fall apart. They're watching history repeat itself, and this time it might end with the Frost Empire in ashes. The truth is no longer hiding in whispers. It's written in receipts, ballet stubs, hotel keycards, and Rasheeda's own tears. Kirk Frost has once again dragged his marriage through the mud. And this time, Jasmine came armed with proof that no denial can erase. From the selfies to the flowers, from the voice note to the hotel room, the puzzle is complete. And the whole world is watching Rasheeda's next move. Will she finally listen to Mama Rasheeda, pack up the Frost Empire, and walk away for good? Or will Kirk somehow talk his way back into her forgiveness one more time? One thing's certain. This isn't just another chapter in Atlanta drama. This is the beginning of the end. Stay locked in because the reunion promises to expose even darker truths.